What's up, Woof Gang? I hope the majority of you have seen Avengers Infinity War by now, and if you haven't, I hope you go see it this weekend. In this video, we are still talking about Avengers Infinity War, so as always, there will be some spoilers in this video. Granted, today's aren't as big as the others are, but if you haven't seen the movie, it's still a spoiler. So here we go. In today's video, we will be talking about why Thanos knew Iron Man. But before we get started, be sure to enter our giveaway for your chance to win a full speaker system. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the Stupendous Wave, leave a like, and drop a comment below with your favorite superhero. So, we found out in Avengers Infinity War on Titan that Thanos knows Stark. After a pretty epic scene of Thanos fighting some of the Avengers and parts of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Tony Stark, or Iron Man, jumps in front of Thanos and says, "You throw another moon at me and I'm gonna lose it." And then Thanos replies by saying, "Stark." Tony then asks, "You know me?" And Thanos says, "I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge." So this led to so many questions, and obviously the main question being, how does Thanos know Tony Stark? Many of you have been asking me, which is why I made this video, and I have two theories on how Thanos could know Stark.
You know, the question I get asked most often is, Tony, how do you go to the bathroom in the suit? Just like that.
My first theory, which I actually think is the less likely of the theories to be true, is that Thanos knows Tony Stark from the Soul Stone. When Tony asks Thanos, "You know me?" and Thanos replies, "I do. You're not the only one cursed with knowledge," I think he's implying something here. When Thanos went to retrieve the Soul Stone and he ran into Red Skull said, "It is my curse to know all who journey here." So anyone who may have traveled there to retrieve the Soul Stone, Red Skull knows, but they clearly did not obtain the Soul Stone because it is still there. But maybe a curse comes with actually obtaining the Soul Stone. Between Thanos sacrificing Gamora and him actually getting the Soul Stone in his hand, he enters a sort of dream state. It looks like he's sort of floating in clouds, and then eventually he ends up in water with the Soul Stone in his hand. He could have possibly been in Soul World during that time. And what if when he was in Soul World, since he's getting the Soul Stone, he actually found out everything about who has had the Soul Stone before, and it also showed him who will eventually get the Soul Stone. This would have given Thanos an idea of who Tony Stark is, and he could have possibly heard his voice and seen him. Because keep in mind that Thanos didn't recognize him at first just based on his Iron Man armor. So my next theory, which isn't really much of a theory, it's more of common sense, is that Thanos knows Tony Stark because he's the one that sent a giant nuke into his army in space. If I had an army and I was attacking Earth, and that army was in space, and you would come tell me that some dude from Earth threw a huge nuclear bomb at my army into space, blowing it up, I'd want to know who that guy was. Because let's not forget that, just like Tony Stark, Thanos himself is a genius. And Thanos has conquered many worlds in an attempt to save them, and you don't conquer worlds without a little intel on them. And let's not forget the post-credit scene of the first Avengers movie where the Other is talking to Thanos and he says, "Humans, they are not the cowering wretches we were promised." And then he says they are not to be underestimated. Knowing this, I'm sure Thanos did his fair share of research, especially knowing that there are Infinity Stones on Earth. In doing so, I'm sure that he came to respect Tony Stark for everything that he's done. And I'm sure he respects and admires Tony for trying to save his planet. After all, that's how Thanos got his start, trying to save his own planet, Titan. We know that Tony Stark has the respect of Thanos. He says it in the movie. He says, "You have my respect, Stark." And he even says, "I hope they remember you." To me, this is the most likely theory to be true. There are other theories out there, like maybe Thanos is having dreams about Tony, just like Tony had dreams of Thanos, and maybe Loki told Thanos about Tony Stark, but I think this is the most likely one to be true. So those are my two theories on how Thanos knows who Tony Stark is. What do you guys think of these theories, and have you heard any different ones that are kind of crazy and out there? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe to my channel to join the Woof Gang. And again, another reminder about our speaker giveaway. All you have to do to enter is subscribe to my channel, subscribe to the Stupendous Wave, leave a like, and drop a comment below with your favorite superhero. Thank you so much for watching. Woof woof.
Party or what?